my face, it's improved so drastically that, you know, I don't have any issues with pimples or eczema anymore. Well, due to how, you know, in these past months that I've been away from media and shit, I've been taking care of myself and, you know, changing my diet and, you know, drinking, you know, water and, you know, just changing how I take care of myself and what I put on my skin, you know, it's helped a lot. The only time that my eczema ever was close to flaring up on my face was when it was really dry. Dryness is like a killer when you have eczema. Now we have all of these things. We have, you know, racism within, you know, the black community. I got Puerto Ricans saying that they don't fuck with black guys. We got Dominicans saying that they don't fuck with black guys. Not as much as Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans was just a straight dub. Like, none of them wanted to fuck with me. It was hard. Even the girls that I dated and associated with, I didn't feel like they were with me because of my looks. I felt like that they were mainly with me because my personality developed that much that, you know, that they found that more attractive than, you know, my physical, visual appearance. Not good to feel like that at all. I didn't appreciate my skin tone. I didn't appreciate my hair texture, my eyes, and, you know, I didn't appreciate any of that. It went on for years. Years, man. Self-love isn't something that's easy. It's not something that I can teach. I think self-love is the only one of the very few things that I have sympathy for people for, because I don't have sympathy for nobody. Self-love isn't trying to convince yourself you're attractive doesn't help. Searching for reassurance and justification in other people doesn't help, because 9 times out of 10 they make you feel even less attractive than you initially, you know, were. When did I start appreciating myself? I would say it was really when I discovered, I wouldn't say discovered, but when A$AP Rocky came out. People still to this day don't realize the role that Rocky played in my life, which is why I'm forever gonna be a fan, and he's helped me as and he doesn't even know me, like, personally, but he's helped me in such a way that I could never repay him for. Because, you know, all the guys that were in media that all these bitches liked was like Chris Brown and, you know, fucking Trey Songz and, you know, all these individuals, and I didn't have any of those attributes. I don't look like Trey Songz, and I'm not light-skinned, nor do I look like Chris Brown. He was the only one that I could really, the only one that I felt like I could, you know, emulate. I started growing my hair when I started learning about fashion and every interview that he's had, and just hearing his confidence and appreciating his skin and knowing that he's a beautiful black man made me feel like, bro, why can't I know that I'm a beautiful black man? Why can't I embrace myself? Why can't I embrace my hair? You know, it took time. It took time, and I started modeling around, well, trying to aspire to model around like senior year. I would just take pictures with Elijah and shit. And, you know, I had a temple fade cut. I went through a lot of hairstyles, but I had a temple fade cut, and I remember, you know, my dad still to this day brings up those photos and like, oh, I like this hairstyle, oh, I like this, and da-da-da. And I hate all those old photos of me because it only brings back memories of that insecurity. The only reason that my hair was like that was because I was trying to emulate Spanish guys. I had the texturizer in my hair and all the other stupid shit like that. So I don't like looking at any of those photos because that's a point in my life that I wasn't confident in myself. So moving to where I am now, I'm staggeringly confident. You know, I try and define my self-worth from what type of girls wanted to associate with me, what type of girls wanted to date me, what type of girls talk to me. I never approached a girl, I never pursued a girl because I never felt like any girl would want to be in a relationship with me. I had to realize for myself what I could offer, what I was worth, what, you know, I'm good at. I started taking better care of myself. I started appreciating myself. I started learning more about my own culture. It's gradual. I don't want anybody that's still trying to find out how to learn themselves think it's gonna happen overnight. It's not. It's not at all. The best thing that I can tell you to help you learn is to never define how attractive you are from who dates you and who talks to you. Just because somebody's not approaching you doesn't mean that you're not attractive. Because there was many girls that I wanted to approach and tell them that they're cute, I like their outfit, I like their hair, I like their nails, I like, you know, shit like that. But I just couldn't, because I was like, you know, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to talk to her when she's gonna go and try and dub my shit anyway. It's a gradual process. You have to not only cut... Prince. It's okay. It's not something that's gonna happen, excuse me. It's not something that's gonna happen overnight. What you have to do is, number one, cut yourself some slack, bro. Realize that everybody breaks out. For the most part, everybody has flaws in their skin. Everybody has discoloration. You're normal, bro. That all those things happen. You know, it's normal for you to have dry skin. It's normal for you to have dry hair. Like, all of that is normal. You just gotta learn how to take care of your appearance. You know, taking care of my appearance helped me cherish how I looked. And you have to be the one to tell yourself. Go in the mirror and tell yourself every day, I'm beautiful. I don't give a fuck if you're a guy or a girl. If you want to be a hyper masculine ass nigga and be like, oh, so that's gay, kill yourself. I don't give a fuck about it. Just kill yourself. Especially to, you know, this video is for girls, but it's a lot of it is for guys, because we don't have a lot of self-love stories for guys, bro. I know there's a lot of guys out there that feel like they're not attractive because we have all these hyper masculine niggas, or all these, you know, all these guys that are embracing their feminine side, and they feel like even though that they do that they're still not attractive to the females. Now you gotta realize, guys, be attractive to you. Fuck all these girls, bro. None of them matter in your self-love journey. And for the girls, none of these niggas matter. Just because a guy doesn't want to date you, or he doesn't want to fuck you, or he doesn't, whatever the case, fuck him. None of them matter, bro. None of these niggas matter, because at the end of the day, no matter what anybody says, no matter what media portrays to be beautiful, you're still gorgeous no matter what. And what's on the inside is what matters more. And it's cliche, but it really is true, because at the end of the day, all of our bodies corrode and all of our bodies deteriorate. All you have is your education and your personality, your heart. None of this physical shit matters. You think all these models are the only ones that are attractive? There's many attractive girls that I see that don't get any recognition for it. But you don't need recognition for it. You need to know that you're attractive. It all starts with you. Sit down in your room and analyze yourself. Look at the things that you like about yourself. Never let somebody else define how attractive you are. I can't stress that enough. You know, just because I see a guy with big muscles and, you know, all of that, that doesn't mean that he's more attractive than me, because there's many attractive guys, there's many pretty guys, but it's really what's on the inside which is what makes you attractive. Bump yourself up, be your own fan. Like, every day I put on some like, you can ask friends of mine that I go and I put on clothes and, you know, I do up my hair and I wash my face and everything. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking gorgeous. I am a beautiful black man. Like, you gotta be the one to bump up your own confidence. Bro, I was bullied, I was made fun of, you know, but why am I gonna be the biggest enemy to myself? Why am I gonna sit here and be like, oh, you're ugly, when everybody else is saying, oh, you're ugly? Why am I not gonna be the one to be like, you know what, I'm not ugly? Why am I gonna go and listen to what everybody else is saying? The people that are saying you're ugly probably realize that you're attractive and want you to feel less about yourself. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of beautiful girls that get hated on by other girls. And it's like, bro, number one, we're not gonna get into the double standard of, you know, of feminism and shit, but how are you as a woman going to come at another woman because of her size or because of how she looks, or like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're supposed to be, we're supposed to try and uplift each other, not bring each other down. How are we supposed to prosper as a culture, as a unit, as a how are we supposed to prosper as a generation if all we do is try and come at somebody for their appearance? If you don't like them, say what you don't like about their personality, not about their fucking, you know, physical attributes. What if she got small titties, bro? You know, everything starts with you. And it, you know, for me, it was a level of acceptance. You know, my body, this is my body. I'm gonna have this until I die. I need to take care of it. I need to cherish it and embrace it. You know, I painted myself. I'm a canvas right now. I painted myself, created art pieces on myself. I create art with my hands. You know, I used to think that I wasn't, you know, masculine enough because, you know, from the previous generations, everybody's hands was bigger. And even now, I used to think, you know, oh, I gotta, you know, I gotta look a certain way, I gotta dress a certain way. Now I go outside, I put on clothes and I dress the way I do because I feel good. Do what makes you feel good. Don't put on makeup for a guy because you want to seem more attractive. Put on makeup because you feel bomb as fuck. Put on makeup because you feel like you're gorgeous. Put on makeup because it makes you feel good. Don't put on makeup because of somebody else's opinion. Don't stop wearing makeup because somebody else's opinion, because guess what? Everybody's gonna have an opinion. There's always going to be somebody that's going to want you with makeup. I'm just using making an example. There's always going to be somebody that wants you with makeup or wants you to be natural. Wants your hair straight, wants your hair curly. Wants you to be skinny, wants you to be fat. You know, there's always going to be somebody that's going to have something to say. What are you going to do for the rest of your life? You're going to appease everybody else. You're going to go and dress a certain way for everybody else. You're not going to have your titties out because somebody's going to say, oh, that's indecent of you. You're not going to, you know, as guys, you're not going to, well, I mean, you know, as far as scrutiny wise, women have a lot more scrutiny in regards to their physical appearance than guys. But as for guys, you're not gonna be, you know, fat and, you know, chubby and shit because some girl doesn't like it. Bro, there's a lot of girls that like chubby guys. You're big ass teddy bears, bro. Embrace that shit. And as far as the skinny guys, bro, you're not anorexic. You're not anorexic, and I'm pretty sure you eat a lot. It just doesn't show up in your, you know, it doesn't show up. Metabolism is fast. It's okay. Learn about your body. Learn about what your body does and how it works, and you know, things that go on in your circle. You know, my room is my safe haven. My room is my place of solitude. My room is my world, and my acceptance started here. You know, especially being, you know, in the art scene. I used to feel like, oh, you know, I'm not attractive as that. No, there's always going to be somebody that's going to embrace your beauty and cherish those people that embrace your beauty. You understand? You got to be your biggest fan. You have to be the one to push yourself through. Self-love isn't learned overnight. It's a spiritual journey. It's a journey that everybody eventually takes. It's a journey that you have to really walk alone. And I say all of this from a genuine place in my heart because there's a lot of people to this day that are like 28, 29, going in their 30s, still don't appreciate themselves. And I want to let y'all know that, you know, I don't know you, and, you know, I don't know who's watching this or whatever, but I find you attractive and you are beautiful. Like, I'm not here to make anybody feel unattractive. I've never, no matter what a girl has ever done to me, I've never called her ugly or fat, or I've never came at her physical appearance. I come at her personality because there's some girls that do some really fucked up shit, but I've never for one say that they're ugly. And even after I stop dealing with it, I'm not gonna go and bash and say, or oh, that she's ugly, etc., etc. I'm not gonna, even if that's what they do to me, it's not, you know, my place for me to do it to them. You have to treat yourself. Treat yourself to a nice night out. Buy Domino's pizza and sit in your room and watch. Bro, treat yourself. Make yourself feel good. Buy that shirt because it's gonna make, because you think of 10 outfits with it. Buy them heels because you know you can stunt in them hoes. Treat yourself, bro. You deserve it. You owe it to yourself. Your body goes through a lot of things. It faces elements, you know, it fights off diseases and viruses and shit. You deserve it. You deserve to treat yourself and, you know, challenge yourself. Don't use, for example, you know, talking about girls, don't use makeup as a crutch. Use it to uplift yourself because you're beautiful with or without makeup. And I have no preference. I really don't care what you do. I embrace you however you come. I would consider myself a free spirit in the sense where I do what pleases me. I don't care about how somebody else feels when I'm pleasing myself. Now I'm not saying that in a sense where I do things to other people. I do things that make me feel good to the other people's detriment. I'm saying I'm not concerned with how you may feel because of, you know, me wearing a crop top or me wearing pink or me wearing bright colors or anything like that, because like I said, your opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't, and it never will. Being free-spirited is doing what comes natural to me. You know, a lot of people think free-spiritedness is doing things that are natural, you know, growing hair under your armpits and your genitals, and you know, not shaving and you know, all that kind of stuff. Spiritedness is what comes natural to me, what I'm comfortable with, and what I've learned to appreciate and cherish and admire about myself. That feeling of having no restraints and being able to wear whatever you want and feel good in whatever you're wearing, being able to embrace your skin, embrace your hair, and embrace everything about you, that uninhibited way of life makes me feel confident. It makes me feel strong. It makes me feel good to know that I feel good. It makes me feel good to know that I go outside and I'm the only person looking the way that I look. It makes me feel good to know that I don't look like I live in the borough that I live in. It makes me feel good to do the things that I do, and it makes me feel good to be me. And I hope that we all will grow to not only appreciate ourselves but appreciate other people and help other people. You know, we're all on a self-love journey. Don't be the one to set back somebody else to make yourself feel better. There's no need for that. We can all grow together, but it also starts with you. Don't know what that was. As I said, I learn and I grow every day. And in that growth and in this learning process, it makes me fall more and more in love with myself, with who I am, and who I'm becoming. And if you stayed to the end of this video, golf clap. I really applaud you and I appreciate you for that. And wherever you are with your journey, I wish you the best of luck, and I wish you, I wish only positivity upon you. I want everybody to appreciate themselves. I want everybody to appreciate their ethnic background and appreciate how they look and how they feel, I've helped many people get out of their insecurities, but I only recently got out of all of my insecurities. I accepted myself when nobody else did. And when you make that first step, that first decision, that's your first step in growth. You have to accept yourself when nobody else will. Not everybody's going to be there to enforce how they feel about you, to reinforce and to continue to remind you that you are beautiful. If your man doesn't say it every day, that doesn't mean that he doesn't find you beautiful, and that doesn't mean that you shouldn't find yourself beautiful. Same thing if you're a man. If your girl isn't complimenting you every day, that doesn't mean that she doesn't find you beautiful. None of that matters. You gotta accept yourself and remind yourself that you are beautiful, despite whatever media portrays to be beauty. Journey is different for everybody, but the end result is always the same. Be in love with yourself before you fall in love with anybody else. And with that, I bid you farewell. Who says that? Stay positive, remain positive, and be your biggest fan. And with that, so I am sitting here, I'm having spa time right now, and I ended up remembering something that I didn't state in my video that I made today. I don't know if I'm just going to implement it in the middle of it or if I'm just going to put this at the end. don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't really move my face as much because, as you can see, I have a face mask on. But you know, going back to the things that I nitpicked about myself, you know, I used to really try and be like Dominican guys, like I told you. Like I used to do my eyebrows, and you know, I used to hate my nose because it was really ethnic. Really ethnic, bro. That's hilarious. I'm trying not to laugh because yeah, I used to hate my nose because it was so big, and I used to that shouldn't be that funny. And I used to hate my lips because they were so big, and you know, I used to do my eyebrows, and I used to go and get them done. I remember the very first time I did them, this Jamaican guy, he ruined them, so I like started filling them in, like not OD, like not on some crazy shit, you feel me? Don't go and get crazy, but I'm telling y'all the real, you feel me? I just did like the end and shit because the end was really like where he fucked up, and it took me like a good while. Like they're now starting to, you know, be the way that they were before. I mean, they're obviously not gonna be as thick on the ends as they were initially, but you know what I'm saying, we get there. But is there anything else? I don't want to have to come and make another video like this again. I have to remember that, you know, my eyebrows and shit, but my ears, niggas used to hate on my ears too. Say I used to look like Dumbo, and you know, like I'd fly away and shit like that. And before, my head was bigger than my ears were bigger than my head, and then my head became bigger than my ears, and then everything just evened out of nowhere. But yeah, so like I said, I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Y'all have a good day. I'm gonna go and wash this off because it's, as you can see, it's, you know, so yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I do.